to round 1. We have the time attack phase coming up for you now with all the 5 maps that will be played now for a 8-minute interval. And then the lowest time will grant himself 35 points, the second lowest 31 points, and then so on towards that 1 point barrier. And yeah, good luck to all of the players. 32 players have qualified here to this phase. And let's see the first round. Let's spectate Matt, who is right now in a comfortable spot here, but you can see a lot is going on here. A lot is going on. And I would say is right now in top 10. Has gathered a lot of speed here in this section. Dunster already respawned to the start. So he's not off to a good start. Uta as well as making a mistake, as well as I think it was Link. So a lot of things are going on here. But yeah, Matt is surviving this perfectly fine. But he's on a very conservative time. But mistakes left, right and center here for all of the players. It's right now Marchen in first. And he's battling it out with Vulnera and Granadi. So let's keep an eye on Vulnera. Granadi taking over the lead over Link, Afi and Marchen. Vulnera not with a good turn here, so he loses a lot of speed. But Granadi will be the first seated player here with a 102.24. So great time here from the German player. And he will clock in the first place here. So great job. Tucson 18th place for him with a 104. So he finds himself in second last considering the players who have finished. Yannick has not finished yet. And yeah, this will be rather over quick because this last 2 minutes that you could have gotten when played a normal seeding is just missing here for you. So I've played the maps myself, and I can tell you that they are not too easy to pick up. I didn't really try hard them because I played different games. But I knew that I had a chance, but I just didn't want to put the effort into those tracks. Okay, Yannick's off to a good start here. Look at the speed. Uta, Kaku, both of the T-Sim players are there as well. Then we have Gwen and Afi, the OGL Dream Team. Oh, but Yannick's as well with a mistake there. As well as Gwen. So it is only 6 players who have not finished yet. So it is not too much actually, but all of the players have try-harded those tracks though. But maybe Yannick wants that perfect time. Bad SD for him. Let's spectate Matt, who gets overtaken by Coco here. He gets smoked there. Look at this. Coco goes for the outside approach for a better angle. So this was very interesting. Where is Coco? Can I just click here? Oh damn it, I can't. Because I think he's on a good time. Yeah, he's right now in first place and he could overtake Marchen here. And Gwen, when he has a good ending, looking good for him, but he's lost 0.08 towards Gwen. Oh, this is all in the ending, but look at this. Gwen is just on another level. He drops a 101.88 and he is 4 ahead. So what a great time by him, but also a good time by Coco here, who gets himself the second place. So great time here by Coco. And yeah, by the way, guys, the WR here is this time that Gwen has just driven. So the second fastest time is a 101.95 by Coco. And Gwen just dropping a 0.88. So this guy seems to be on another level. Maybe he has not practiced those tracks too much. But this is a very good time by him. And this looks like that Gwen could go home here with the first place on this round. Unless someone else will overtake him. Okay, Afi off to a good start as well. Good speed slide for him. Also a good transition, so he is not losing a lot of time. Oh, good speed for him. Look at that. So let's follow Afi here for this round. Also very close drift here, so he gathers a lot of speed in this stretch. Okay, this is looking good. He's minus 15. 0.15. Yeah, this is looking good for Afi, who's also streaming. The Swiss guy is also streaming, so you can check him out. He's streaming his point of view. Maybe also interesting to see that. I think Tucson is also streaming. Not sure who else is streaming, but Afi has come into touch with a barrier, so he loses time and he's not able to improve here. Okay, Bresso, one of the, I think, 3 German players who are playing here. We have Bresso, Granadi and Tucson who are playing. But yeah, we can see. Let's follow Bresso here, but we can see still 3 players who have not finished yet. So this is not looking too good for them, because pressure is rising and rising. And when you don't finish, this means that you will be last here. Regardless what happens on the next maps, you will be last in this phase. Since I think non-finish will give you +2 minutes, if I recall correctly. Oh, but Bresso with a mistake here. So let's go with Azion here, who has not finished yet. He is at the start. Where is Matt? Matt also at the start. Dank has finished. But there was one other guy. So Dank was not the one who was not finished yet. Who has not finished yet. There was someone else. But yeah, you can see how close the times are together. Dank is last with a 1:03.56, which is not a bad time though. But still, he is 2 seconds behind Gwen, and this means that he is in last place. Okay, Afi sets local 5, and yeah, let's follow Azion here, who's on a time here, but only 0.5 behind. But he needs to finish. He's in dire need of this finish. Goes for multiple small drifts here, and loses additional time. 23rd placement for him. So 0.66 behind the leader, who was Gwen in this CP. Not the best downhill for him, but he has to finish. He knows that he has to finish, and he should do so. Okay, 1 second behind, but still, it is a rather... Yeah, it's an okay time, I would say. Okay, he's finishing. Okay, and Gwen, are you kidding me? Are you... What is Gwen doing? Can someone tell me that? 0.71. Oh my god. So Matt could be on his last attempt here. Let's build up some suspension. He can decide to risk it here, but he has to finish. He's not on a very bad start, I would say here. But once he makes a mistake now, it is over and out for Matt. And this was a very bad drift for him. And he loses a lot of time here. So Matt, only 0.64 here. And, oh, Matt with a touch on the downhill. But he has to finish here. 1 second behind. And this is not looking good for the Space Station Gaming player. 1.2. He loses additional time here. And he's able to finish, but only in 28th position. Okay, let's check here. Who can finish the track? I think all the players who are here can finish it. Gwen with a 0.58. I think we should spectate Gwen for the next round. So let's check the standings here. We have Gwen being in first with a lead of 0.5 of a second. Coco, Afi, Marcin, Link, Hadra, Granadi with his first set time in 7th position. Then Binks, Vulnera, and Rin is your top 10. So great times by the players. I think, I mean, I'm not sure, but Matt only with 28th position, as well as Wolsal with in 30th. And then we have Dank and Javzo in 31st and 32nd. But still, the competition or the level here is very high. So you can expect to see good players down in the last placements because they just didn't feel the groove. Okay. So those are the standings here for the first map. Also the second page here. Yannick's only 21st, but maybe he has practiced the other tracks a bit more, or he liked the other tracks more, but we will see. Because Yannick is definitely a player who's capable of going into the top 16. But yeah, let's spectate Sarah here for the first round on Andromeda. Let me quickly check what the WR is on this one. It is a 50.77 by none other than Gwen, having a comfortable lead of 0.17 of a second over the second seeded player, who is Coco. So Granadi with a Trickster here. We figured that one out, but it seems that this is not quite faster. He's also going for that wallbang. I tried that one myself, I think I dropped a high 51 here, so not really too much of a good time. But I had a lot of good rounds here. Really like this track, but I was not, yeah, I was not really in the mood to hunt this track. So, okay, so Xera on his second attempt already, but looking good for him. Let's see who's first here. It is Gwen with a 50.76. He is actually beating his time, his set time in the playoff round. And also Xera with a good timing with a 51.21, finding himself in 5th position. Dunster in 4th, so this is nice to see. So 14 players have finished the first wave, quote unquote. So greatly executed for them. Dunster with a good start here overtakes Jeffzo. Jeffzo also opting for that more inside approach, so you will lose time. Asion opting for that wallbang here. So you can see it is equal if you go for wallbang or not. So 3-man fight here for a good time. So maybe the players can push themselves. Dunster with that inside approach. So he will take over the lead. Also beautiful gear and good like drift control there from the Aztec player. But he has come into touch with the barrier and therefore he is out. Matt also with a mistake here, as well as I wanted to say Granadi, but he didn't touch there. I thought so for a minute, but that wasn't the case. So Granadi off to a good start here, 0.16 behind Gwen, and is right now in 3rd place, but way too wide of an approach. So the dirt car is very slippery for some reason. Okay. Okay, who hasn't finished yet? It is again Matt who has not finished yet. So this is not looking good for the space station player. Oh, way too inside here. Way too inside for him. Bensort also a very, very good player. Has performed really good. I wanted to stress that one out. Zerati Cup 2019. In the round 6, he played outstandingly good there. So a very experienced player as well, I would say. Playing for Team Exalti. It is Bensort. Okay. But not the best time for him, but still a good time. As we can see, he is on P19. And Granadi dropped a 0.18. So great time for him. Let's follow Gwen here for a round. Let's follow him. This is just beautiful driving. This is beautiful driving by Gwen. He also opts for that wallbang, but didn't do it so good. So this is rather random. And I would not recommend you guys to go for that in the actual competition. Bings is in 2nd though, so great time here from the Exalti player. I think with his teammate Tanky. So I'm not sure what is faster, if a good, greatly executed wallbang is faster or not. Okay, so that's... Oh, Vulnera? I think he lagged out. RIP. Lotzig with a good start here. Only 0.15 behind the leader, who was Shamsi at this CP. But didn't get the best gear here in this section, so he will lose multiple tenths of a second. As you can see, he's 0.44 behind Shamsi's, but he still needs to finish here, so he can afford to finish this one. But you can see one gear is determining what position you will end up in. Vulnera with the DC as well, and Matt has not finished yet. This is not looking good for him. This is not looking good for him. He's 1 second behind, and this is very bad news here for Matt. Vulnera with the DC joined the server again, and also Matt but with the best uphill. Oh no, oh no. So this is your top 10 at the moment. It is Gwen, Binks, Marchen, Diswald, Afi, Bensort, Dunster, Coco, Granadi, and Shamsi. And then we have Rin, who is in 11th. So let's follow him. Let's follow him. Not the best transition here for him, but he has some couple of more attempts. Okay, so we have three players who have not finished. It is Loud6, Matt, and Vulnera. Vulnera, of course, with the DC. But he's approaching the ending, but 0.6 of a second behind, so he will find himself in 27th position, but still only 0.65 behind the leader. And we all know that Gwen is on another level. But yeah, one gear change is determining your time here, because you can see times are very close together. With a sub 51, you are in 7th place, and with a 0.3, you're already in 23rd. So this is very, very unforgiving here to have one small mistake. And mistake, of course, speaking of a gear down or a gear shift or whatever, gear change and your steer. You know what I mean? But yeah, Matt still wasn't being able to finish. And Afi with new record 1 with a 50.71. Great time here from Afi. I can tell you that because this is, I think, WR. Gwen was setting a 0.77 and has beaten his time here. But yeah, good time here from the Swiss player. So the TMGL duo is in first and second. And the other player who has qualified as well is only in P18. But still a good performance for Yannick's. So conservative placements for him. And this is the last attempt for Mats, guys. This is the last attempt for him. He has to finish this one. He's 42 of a second behind the leader here. And also didn't get the best gear. And this is, I can't tell you, but this is the GG for Mats. He got the gear bug and lost multiple hundreds, tenths, even a second there. And he's 2 seconds behind. Also counts coming to touch with the barrier there. And he is 2 seconds behind. And he's not even able to finish. He has to go for that other finish here. And this is bad news for Matt, who will finish with a 58-second time. And this will be the last place on this track. Oh no, this is bad news for him. Let's see who is still able to finish. Is there someone who's able? Hedra and Dunster. Let's see. Can they snipe a place here? No, they can't. But yeah, Afi will take it with a 0.71 here. Ahead of Gwen. And then we have Shamsi, Binks, Marchand, Dizwat, Taxon, Bensor, Dunster, and Coco. So Link and Granadi drop down from the top 10. But still a top 12 placement is very good for you. So we have 3 more maps with a time attack phase of 8 minutes. And hello there, Chris, and hello there, Buck the Boot. Hello, guys. And hello, Renku. Good afternoon. Okay, now we'll go to the next map, which is Factory. And let me actually check on my sheet here what the WR is. So the WR is occupied by... No, not Gwen. It is occupied by the Polish powerhouse Marcin. So let's follow him for the first round. I played this track my own and I rather liked it. And then we have Coco, Dexter, Bings, and Granadi. Your top 5 here on this track. I think I did a 0.7 here, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I think 0.7. 103.7. But I've only played this track for 20 minutes, including the time. Good SD there from Marcin here, who has changed his name. So maybe I should call him Evon. So maybe I will do that. Because maybe it has a reason why he does not want to be Marcin anymore. Still rocking the beautiful car skin here. And yeah, he's just on a good time here. Maybe this will be the WR, or maybe a sub 103. This is looking really good for him. It will be a 103.14. Finding himself 0.35 ahead of the second place. So beautiful time there from Marcin. Just didn't want to get too much of a commentary here. But yeah, this was very good by Martin, this puts a lot of pressure away from him that you have deliver a time or that you have put a time in here. Let's follow Vulnera. You need to do a SD here. Also greatly executed, maybe a little bit too wide from Vulnera, but still he gathers a lot of speed. As you can see here, he doesn't really lose too much time, only 0.1. And I can tell you guys, boys, this SD is super hard to execute. This is really hard to do because you have to land on the slope and then you need to really adjust your angle perfectly fine because there's no room for mistakes. Vulnera, 0.76 of a second behind the leader. He's occupying 9th position at the moment. So not looking too bad for the Exalty player. Will be a good time here. You can see he has actually saved the ending because it was Vulnera who has come closer. And yeah, so a lot of things are possible on this track. Vulnera finds himself on 7th place. This is good for him. Let's spectate Uta, who was able to participate because he was in 33rd position. And unfortunately, Levon could not participate. So Uta has taken over his spot. He is the quote-unquote replacement, even though it sounds insulting because he's a very good player. And yeah, let's spectate him here for a round. Right now in 12th position with a 104.31, 0.13 I mean. Very outside approach here compared towards Tanky and Evon. But yeah, he has made a mistake on the uphill, so he had to reset to the start again. So 12 players have not been able to finish here, so this is rather one of the harder tracks, I would say. And yeah, Gwen, oh my god, he is just in first now. He has taken over the lead with a 0.08. Good time. And yeah, today is the seeding. Just type in ! schedule and you find the exact schedule with all the rules. But I will explain everything in the next round as well. So Uta, looking good for him. He's in minus. Wonky dirt sections here, so he had to oversteer a bit. Therefore, he lost time. But still, he is on... he could improve here. Only 23rd here, though. Yeah, there is some prize money involved. 400 Euroskis for the top 4, if I recall correctly. No, top 3, I think. So it's a very, very spicy competition here. But yeah, let's go to another player who has not finished yet. Let's follow... I actually wanted to spec Dionysos and he has finished. Let's follow Bresso, who did outstandingly good as well. Okay, my game just has frozen there for a couple of seconds. But yeah, Bresso, one of the few German players here, one of 3 to be exact, is participating in this competition as well. I think he got a top 15 placement on the first map. On the second map, I didn't really consider him. But he opts for that inside approach. Didn't really get too much speed. As you can see, he will lose a couple of hundreds here compared towards the first place. But yeah, this speed slide is just really giving you a boost. But yeah, Bresso on a very good time here. Finding himself 0.5 behind. Thus, he lost... because he has lost... Not thus. Because he has lost 0.3 with that SD. That he didn't do so good. But still, this will be a good placement for Bresso if he is surviving the ending. Yes, looking good for him. And he will get himself only the 24th position because he has failed the ending. Damn it, man. But he has finished, so this is good. Koso was also not been able to finish, but good speed side here for him. Very long, though, and an additional there. Because when you have exceeded... a certain amount of kilometers per hour, you can just oversteer and then force a speed slide with that. And yeah, Koso also off to a good start here. A bit too far outside, so he will lose some sort of time. And yeah, Koso not with a good ending here, but he has to finish and he knows it. Because he has only 1 or 2 attempts, but not a good ending here for him. Oh, no. And yeah, I think Matt has already given himself up. Because he did very bad here on the first map. This is not, this is very bad here actually, because Matt has been, he was 7 seconds behind on the second map. This is not looking good. It is looking grim here for this space station player, that he is only granting himself 1 point here. So, not looking too good for him. Okay, let's see who has not finished yet. It's Loud6, Bings, and Dank. Let's follow Bings here, who's a very good player on those multi-style maps. Because he's played the French regionals and has beaten Aurel. He has beaten Aurel. Guys, Aurel. And he got himself a ticket in the final. So, technically, he's the top 4 player of France. And he is just very good. Recently has joined Exalti, and he will clock in a point 26 with a safe finish though. I'm not sure why he saved that, but he has lost 0.5 of a second. I don't even think that this finish is too hard to do. But yeah, let's see who's still finishing. It's Loud6 finishing. Let's see what place he get in 25th. And then we have no player here. We have Thumbs Up and Tanky coming, as well as Xera and also Jonat who can finish. So Thumbs Up, let's see what place will he get. He won't improve, and Tanky. Jonat? Where's Jonat? Jonat is here. Can he improve? No, he can't, because he didn't do the finish. Uta is not able to finish here. So this is grim news here. And we can see that one player has not finished. And I think it is... No, it's not Matt. Who has not finished? Oh, no. Oh, someone has not finished. So Link, Gwen, Evon, Coco, Azion, Afi, Vulnera was your top 6. And I think I've seen Vosel also occupying top 10. So this is very good for him. Okay, we go to the next map now, which is the second last map of the seeding. Or the time attack phase. So how the system works. All the players, all the 32 players who have survived the seeding will place a time attack on all of the 5 maps. And the lowest time will get the most points, and the highest time will get the least amount of points. I think this makes sense. So let's follow Binks here, who didn't really have a good prior map. But maybe he can deliver here, as he has the best start. Look at his start. It's beautiful. Only Afi is there to deny him. But yeah, Afi with a good amount of speed, but has come into touch. So Bing still in first. And also a good approach here for him. Didn't really get too much of skids there, which is really important. Also was able to trigger that speed slide there. So great job there from Bings. Didn't really go too much diagonal, because if you go diagonal there, you will slow down from the water. You want to take the most direct line. So greatly done by Binks. And yeah, the WR here on Lotus is occupied by Legu. Then we have Coco in second, Yannix in third, and then Granadi and Gwen in fourth and fifth. And the WR is a 102.76 by Legu. So 103.03 done by Azion, and this is a good time, which will put him into the first place. But yeah, speaking of Legu, I have not really seen too much from him today. Let's follow him here for a round. Maybe he has found some special tricksters. Who knows, who knows. A rather conservative start for him, for the Versa player. Of course, very good player as well. Also misalignment and drifting here. But yeah, we have one map after that. I think I can't see the total standings. Maybe the Google Sheet. Maybe somewhere something is there. Let's see, playoffs test 1. Maps played. They have only 2 maps in there. But yeah, the third map will be in. So who's interested? We have the Google Docs here. Maybe you guys are interested in that. Okay, so Legu not really feeding the start right now. Finds himself quite behind in that. And Binks is dropping a point 91. Great time for him. And then we have Granadi also with a point 1. And 103, of course, in 5th position. So great time here from the German wheel player. Yeah. The German wheel player. Interesting to see someone playing Stadium with a wheel. It sounds so weird for me to play Stadium with a wheel, but yeah, it is Granadi. He's a very good player. So again, a very direct line here for Legu. Gathers a lot of speed. You can see he got from place 6 to from place 12 to place 6 there in just one section, and this is looking good for the Versa player to clock in a good time here. Goes for that safe way. Or is it actually the safe way? I'm not sure about that. I think this is the normal way, because you have a free wheel section there. So this is the way how you should do it. And Legu is clocking in a point 16. Great time by him. But it was a very messy round for him. But still looking good for him on this track. Okay, Dunster in 13th position. Let's follow him. 4 minutes to go on the second last seeding map. Of course, the time attack is more the boring stuff here. But yeah, the knockout and the point thingy will be very interesting to watch. Dunster, looking good for him on the start section. Lost a bit of time here. Finds himself 0.2 of a second behind his time. And Yannex with local 1. This is a very good time by Yannex, a 0.72. And this is looking very good for the Swiss streamer here. And we still have some players who have not finished here. We have one player who has already quit the server. I'm not sure who it is, but it is not too great of a news. Too good of a news for him. Okay, let's spectate Kaku here, who is not finished yet. He's at 28th. But yeah, this is looking good for him. Yes, he can clock in a time. Maybe a top 16 position, as he is right now 17th in the checkpoint. This jump is very hard to get smooth, but he does it very good. So he will be in P16. One drift is remaining, and then of course the finish jump. But this is looking good for the T-Sim player to grant himself a good time. Place 19th for him, and only 0.7 of a second behind Yannex. What about Gwen? Gwen has not finished yet. Oh no, this is not looking good for him, but he's on a good time. Look at him. Oh my god. Gwen, are you kidding me? Gwen is again... Yeah, he is clocking in the first local here, regardless. Oh my god, this guy. This guy. No. No. Gwen with local 1 with a 0.65. And let me actually check. Is this WR? Yeah, it is actually WR. The time from Yannex was WR as well. So yeah, great times here from the players. Okay, let's see. Where is Legu? Legu is on P12. Legu is on P12. And it's not looking too good for him on the start here on this run. Or in this run. Okay, so he had to respawn again. We have Tanky, who has not finished yet, so let's follow him. He's on his last breathers because he has to finish now, or like he can decide to respawn to the start again, but only in like some seconds, so he can afford one mistake, but only one mistake. Yes, he has to respawn now. Okay, Tanky, it is on. He has to finish. Okay, guys, we have a scenario where Tanky has to finish, and he has not a lot of rooms to work with, a lot of mistakes to work with. Is the Exotic player is pulling it off here? He has to finish this one in order to not be last, because this means that he will only clock in 1 point, and the performance before that goes down the drain. Tanky off to a good start. I would a rather conservative start, finding himself 0.46 of a second behind. 26th position for him, so of course this puts a lot of pressure onto him, but good transition here for him. So he will come a bit closer, but ever so slightly. He's in 27th, and it will be enough that he is able to finish. But other than that, I think he's not able to go on a good time. Okay, 15 seconds to go for him. He's at 52 seconds, and he's not doing the jump, and Tanky is not finishing. Oh no, Tanky is not finishing, guys. This is bad news for him. Tanky is not able to finish. And this means that Matt is not last. Oh, no way. So Matt will definitely get that top 30 here, because one player has left the server and one other player was not able to finish this one. So we are going to the last map now, which is Recon, the tech map. And Recon, I can definitely see Marcin being good on this one, and Coco, and maybe even Dexter. Yeah, it is Coco, Dexter, Taxon in top 5. Then we have Granadi in 4th position, and Evon, aka Marcin, in 5th. So let's follow Dexter here. Is Dexter even on the server? Where's Dexter? What? Okay, let's follow Granadi then for this first round. And on the last map, so the tech map as the last one. This is interesting to see. Granadi here gives us a good overview over the top, because he's batting it out with the top players. Here we have Gwen, Evon, Tanky, Lausis, Bings, Afi, Yannix, all the players being here. I think I actually named all the players except Tanky, who's also there. But of course Tanky has not finished the prior map. So Granadi not with a lot of speed here in this section, but looking good here for Link, Yannix, and Gwen. And also Evon, but we've seen some mistakes here by the players, so Granadi will move up to P3 here. The end jump is remaining. Yannix looking good, as well as Evon and Afi as well. They're overtaking him. Oh, wow, this is so close. Oh my god, this will be super interesting in the live round. Yannix in first with a 50.87, and the WR, by the way, is a 0.60 by Coco. And Coco has not finished this first round, so let's search Coco here. Where is he? Or has he finished? Where is Coco? Am I blind? Hello? Coco? Hello? I think I'm blind. Ah, here he is. Okay, Coco at 28th position. Let's follow him here for the one who has the local one on this track. So nice to see that he has still the tech genes in his blood. You can see that they're not going away. So maybe he wants that perfect time here. Coco. Good start for him, finding himself in first place. This is looking good from Coco here. Also a great section here, has clipped it a little bit, but it is not too bad here, because he hasn't steered too much on the grass. Has misaligned one turn a little bit, but still on the battle here for that first place. 16,000 behind Evon. Make it 0.52 now, but still a very good time here from Coco that he can clock in. And of course, every time when a player will finish the last track, it will be like a breathe up moment, because a seeding round can be very stressful. So Coco in P3, great time by him. Also Rin here with a very good start. Look at this, gathers a lot of speed here in this section. Also very outside drift, so therefore good speed over this stretch. And he's now up to P1. Oh no, let's spectate Rin, but he has made the mistake, and this is bad news for him. Also Bresso here. We can see Dunster and Granadi being ahead. Granadi had to respawn. Dunster still in the race. Okay, Gwen takes over the first place with a 50.83, but just then it was Bings with a .77 in first. I think this could be the map with the best local one, but I can just, yeah, be wrong with that, of course. So, yeah, Dunster also looking strong here on this round, because Bresso is on P11, but also Dunster could clock in a very good time. He's on 26th place, so let's see where will Dunster end up in. Dunster actually will be on P23. I thought this looked better, but you can see the times are very close together here, because Bresso just did a .13, but didn't really catch up too much towards Dunster, who's right now the last player who has finished. So Matt has to finish this one in order to get himself a 30th placement, but there is not more possible for the space station player. So let's go for this round here for him. He has to finish though. I really like that he didn't really give up. This is a good mentality. I really like that. And yeah, not the best drift here for him. Had to readjust his line, so he loses quite some time, but not too much. But still, looking not too bad for him. Oh, that was not good though. That was not good. Also, Wosa, Rin, Uta, Azion, and Vulnera have not finished yet. Not sure if there's any close battle going on. I don't know how the standings are. Yeah, Wolfsile will finish here, but only 1 second behind. So he will occupy that last place here. Yeah, I think Dunster has filled the ending here, if I recall it correctly, concerning his CP times. I mean, his CP times aren't that bad, as you can see here. 0.37 behind local, or the first player. So there must have something happened in the end. Yeah, let's see. 0.02, 0.20 to work with. Also a good drift this time. Loses a bit of time. And he is now able to... Yeah, he has felt the ending jump actually on his time. Yeah, but Dunster was able to finish here. And is in 17th placement. Great job for him. Granadi in top 10. Then we have Xera, Tanky, Link, Yannick's, Evon, Coco, Gwen, Afi and Bings. So Bings at first going into spectator with a 0.62. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's spectate Gwen. Maybe he can make something happen. Very good start here from Gwen. 0.08 ahead of his PB or of his match time here. And also right now in first place. This could be a beast of a time. 1,000 out of Bings here, but make it 30,000s now. So he is on a very good time. Very close turn, but too close there, so he will not improve. Who is on a run? Coco is on a run, and he could also improve here. 100th, 1/10th ahead. No, behind his PB. Behind the first place, but he can make it happen here in this ending. Didn't get a good turn here, but no, he's not able to improve. Okay, this is the last attempt for him. Let's spectate Gwen as well as Granadi, who is also there. So let's spectate Coco, who's just behind Gwen. But Gwen also with a mistake. So Gwen is dead. Coco is there to deny or to get the good time here. But he has made a mistake as well. Afi as well. Yannick's as well. Link was also making a mistake here. So he's also behind Rin, Xera, Vulnera, Azion. Okay, let's check here. Is Granadi on a run? No. Who has not finished? Uta. Oh no. Oh no. No. Why don't you jump, Uta? So Uta will be behind Matt. And this is not looking good because Matt, with that, I think it's in 29th position or 28th. Because multiple players have not finished. And Uta, unfortunately, in last. Bad news for him. So Bing's winning this round here. Ahead of Afi and Gwen. And then we have Coco and Levon. Or... not Levon. Well, I always want to say Levon. And Marchen, of course, in P4 and 5. Okay, this concludes the seeding and we will continue.